This video is just walking through this yet another BACnet Explorer tool. This is for troubleshooting issues with BACnet devices like the Siemens or plant room. So first, when you open this up, it's not going to look like this. You're going to have to basically tell it to find devices, and then when you first see this tree of devices on the network, you're going to see most things just labeled like this, where it says something like device 7004-4. Those are really not very useful, but as you click on each one, it should basically request information from the device to try and get the friendly name. That doesn't always show up right away. Sometimes you'll see up here somewhere you have to click, and other times it'll be down at the bottom like this one. So here where you see this little sort of computer-looking icon under the object device and that same 7004 number, when you select that, it'll take a second. You'll see it'll pull the device and it'll basically ask it what it is. And then now you'll see it says AC drive 7004. Basically, that's just its device ID is a BACnet device. But now that you know that it's an AC drive, you can tell that this is one of the VFDs in the refrigeration plant. So all these other devices have already gone through and clicked on this. The same goes for everything you'll see here, where all of these points are just saying analog value. Well, these are all just inputs and outputs from that VFD. If you want to actually see the details of it, you need to select each one individually and let it basically ask the device for the information and then get the information back. So you'll see this one just changed to output RPM. And then if you look over here under present value, it's going to give you some numbers. And that is going to basically be what that device is currently reporting. You don't have to use your mouse for this. You can use your arrow keys to go up and down. But basically where you see, so like DC voltage, 839 volts. And that's going to be true of everything in here. So as you go through all these different devices, if you were, say, looking at one of these thermostats, you'll see the same thing here. Analog inputs, as you select each of those, you'll see details about, this saying configurable input 10K. So it's the type of sensor or resistor or whatever it is that it's the endpoint device that's basically collecting that information and reporting it back to the system. And unfortunately, the only way to find what you're looking for here is you need to go through it to find the type of ID that has the information that you're trying to reference. So in this case, it might be something like a heating set point or a cooling set point. So you can see right now, heating set point is selected on this object, and you can see the present value is 18. So that's basically saying that this unit is telling it to heat at 18, and here cooling set point, cool at 22. So even though at this moment you can't actually see anything on the Siemens Zigo CC user interface, you can still use a program like this to go through and see basically what the state of everything on the BACnet network is, which is helpful for troubleshooting and doing manual overrides and things like that. The main thing I was looking at here today is just to basically confirm that these devices that are currently not showing up in Siemens are indeed showing up on the BACnet network, and that it's not some network related issue. So this is similar to like pinging an IP address, but it's just much more in-depth and a more powerful tool. You can see this list, like I've already gone through and got all the sort of user-friendly names for all these. and that gives you the ability to find, say, something that's relevant to changing the air temperature in the room, and looking to see like what's the current status of what the system is telling it to do. So right now, like you can see, this is saying that occupied is false. So that means it's saying that this room, the schedule or the system is currently telling it that it should be running in unoccupied mode. In that scenario, you can reference the other video I just made on basically how to do manual overrides of a unit from within the Siemens control panel and within the HVAC unit itself. So hopefully that's helpful tool for troubleshooting. Unfortunately, you can't completely control the units as far as I know from here. You can see things like alarm status. So if you go here to alarm summary, you can get this readout here, and you can see all these alarm times are from yesterday. So this is likely from when I power cycled the field panels yesterday to try and get it to reconnect. It does appear that you can acknowledge the alarms, and it'll put in a note to say who acknowledged them, which is useful if you're trying to troubleshoot and you want to clear it so that you can start fresh when it gets pretty messy if you're doing multiple resets. Hopefully that's of some use. I think that's good for now.